Hello everyone and welcome back to the Belgian Beer Brothers channel. Cedric here in Antwerp with yet another brew review, and today we are revisiting a beer because I sometimes tend to buy beers double and store them for a while, and I thought this might be a beer that could have that. We are gonna taste the Schuppenboer Winter. I think we tried that about 2 years ago in episode 136, 137, something around that. And this is Schuppenboer Winter by Brewery Het Nest in Turnhout here in Belgium. This is a 10%, I believe they call it a triple, but it's bordering a quadruple. But it is a rum barrel aged winter beer. Now the cap here says best before December 2022, so it is 2 years well past its best before date. But like I said, I think beers like this can have that, and we are gonna try that out right now. But first, let's go over the bottle. This is a lovely printed bottle, so you know what that means. I'm gonna put a candle on this later on. The beer tells us, or the bottle tells us, a blonde, full, rich beer aged on rum barrels from Middle American Belize. The rum and wood notes give extra depth to this beautifully balanced fruity and hop bitter beer. Ingredients: water, barley malt, hops, yeast, sugar and herbs, non-specified. And yeah, that's about it. Now, I do see an EBU of 45, so sounds nice and bitter. EBC 10, and it is brewed up to 20.5% Play-Doh, meaning 20.5% Play-Doh and 10% ABV. That will be quite dry, but they did add sugar, so might be a bit sweet. But I'm very curious for those EBUs, and if they say 45 and hop bitter, while fruity and rum barrel aged, that's one way of grabbing my attention. So, ooh, very active, so it's not dead yet. And of course, I brought my lovely Het Nest glass, which is actually, it's a Rastal glass, so not a Navajo. But apart from the brand, it is pretty much the same glass or the same form factor of my taster glasses. And of course, I am wearing the card shirt, because what else? Capping it off, although if I see how lively this beer is, the cap might pop off. Yeah. It won't hold, so let's just keep it as is. I think that re-fermentation hasn't stopped quite yet. It just keeps growing. And look at how hyperactively swirling that beer is. It's even creating a vortex. I haven't seen that in a long time. Apart from that, beautiful, I would call this dark gold. Beautiful color, very active, very nice gradient in that glass. A lot of bubbles going all directions. Yeah, a huge amount of foam, very silky smooth, very thick, dense, and just keep growing. And despite all this activity, I don't get a lot of carbon dioxide in the aroma, but that's not because it's not present, that is because the aroma is stronger on other facets. I get, of course, rum, I get quite astringent notes, I get wood, I get quite hoppy as well. But apart from the rum, I also get like cognac or armagnac, or those heavier distilled drinks. Not a lot of sweetness in there, although with rum and oak you would expect a bit of vanilla, a bit of sweetness, a bit of fruitiness, but not in the aroma. It is quite herbal though. Okay, let's have a taste. Cheers. Oh, that's interesting. First off, the mouthfeel is absolutely not as strong as one would expect from a glass swirling with this intensity. Not too much carbon dioxide in there. Actually, the mouthfeel, the carbonation in the mouthfeel is very pleasant, not to say rather low. And the flavor as well is rather soft. I think this has evolved quite a bit in the bottle, and I don't get any sense of infection or oxidization, but I do feel that it has fermented quite a bit. It's gotten a bit stronger. It already tasted very strong, but now it's even stronger. It's also very warming, especially the sides of the tongue are very tingly, are very, yeah, like I said, nice and warm. And I do get the feeling of a very soft Caribbean rum. Still, I get a bit of that cognac aroma or flavor, which I don't remember this having 2 years ago. But it is still quite nice. Now I must be honest about this. I always am, of course, but I do believe that I liked it better 2 years ago. I still like it a lot now, but I do miss the freshness and the punch it had 2 years ago. So yeah, aging beers is not always a great idea, although I do not regret this at all. It's still very nice, and especially the aftertaste is very interesting because it is dry, it is hoppy, and in the aftertaste you get that combination of hops and herbs. So that is very, very pleasant. That makes for a very interesting beer. So I think I'm still gonna give this like a 3.5, which is not bad 2 years past its best before date. Now, of course, under Belgian law, everything that is 10% and up is not legally required to have a best before date, but in beer we tend to do so. But yeah, this has evolved quite a bit. It got a lot softer, it got a lot smoother, lost a bit of its punch. Absolutely not bad in any way. So 3.5 I think is a very fair score for this beer. But if you have one of these, try to drink it fresh. I think you'll have a lot more fun with that, and you'll savor it more. Okay, that all being said, thank you guys so much for watching. If you like this video, hit the thumbs up, leave a comment down below if you have any questions or remarks. And if you want to win that bottle of Muscabella, head over to Instagram. Everything should be online right now. If you want to see more, subscribe and hit the bell icon, and you'll get notified whenever I upload something, which should be a few days a week, around 8. So yeah. See you guys in the next video. Cheers.